get around the double team. Splits the double team. Reverse layup. They'll dump it down to Miller. Miller working against Martin. Skip pass over to Riller. Wide open three from the left corner. Good. Jernigan. Picked up and the steal by Riller. Riller at half court. Riller to the rim. And reverse layup is rebound. Here come the Cougars. Riller's got numbers at the free throw line. Spin. Turn. Layup. Good. Easy shot. No good. Rebound by McManus. Ahead to Riller. Riller's got 1-on-2. Euro step. Shot up with the right hand. And it's good. With 4:55 left. The first half, Riller draws straight to the basket, left hand layup, good, and a foul. Riller has it. Riller, top of the key, stop, pop, three, good. And on the right sideline, dribbles right around the entire team, and he will lay it in, and he's a good player. A sophomore from Silver Spring, Maryland. As Riller draws right baseline, layup, good.
Band D, there's Green guarding Riller to start. Crossover, fade away from the top of the key is in.
Big threat like Grant Riller.
Grant Riller, and there's a steal. Here comes Riller gliding in transition, lays it up. They transfer out of Alabama. Now Ingram on Ritter, a little hesitation, skip pass, finds the open shooter. And
Three-point line this season, he has not been able to find his rhythm at all.
Riller,
if they get a steal, they'll be out in transition. If not, they want to run their offense. Good dump down by Smart.
He'll spot up for three. And UCF fortunate, but Riller gets it back. Beautiful dump down for the lay-in.
Hawkins knows how far he was, and that might be on the film section tomorrow.
Riller hanging with the left hand.
Come on, man.
You're still working the rest.
I was
before
selling.
your broadcast.
You got to sell. You always got to be in sell mode.
And look at Dre Fuller with his first two hoops as a night. Riller from the right elbow. That's it.
Go-go gadget arms of his.
Look at the hesitation and the dump off for the 1996, number 24. Here's Riller off the pick and roll, leans in, draws contact, counted. Riller holding, glides to his right. Three-pointer is good. Big. It was last touch by Grant. Riller over, well to shoot. Earned by Fuller. Riller with 8, with 7. Galloway out of the corner, yes.
Just in the Colonial behind Hofstra, making their second trip here to the Wooden Legacy. They played here in 2013, and that right ankle of Grant Riller looks to be okay. Riller returns the favor, picks Pipkin's pocket.
Still, the College of Charleston does something to convince them otherwise.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes without a bucket. Grant Riller. Turnover. Oh no. What a lucky break for.
They were able to hit the high post and make something happen.
Riller. 15 points. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. Riller weaving to his left. Off the glass and in.
Charleston doing a much better job getting defenders on the move. They were so stagnant against that zone and that defense earlier.
Riller by 8. 7 on the shot clock for Riller. Gets Pipkins, pulls up top of the free throw circle. And Riller.
Play good defense and get a hand up and make a couple, they make a couple.
Riller has it right in front of the Cobra bench. Euro step, shot up off the glass, it's good. And Noel Pinnick, but he can't finish on the putback attempt. And here come the Cougars as Grant Riller gets the rebound. They drive all the way to the honor. Gets it over to Riller. Riller on the left baseline, right at the rim, into Riller. Riller drives right baseline, step back, jumper, good. 4. Calls for the screen, he'll get it from Smart. Riller, spinning, turning, layup at the rim, good. Now between the circles, he'll back it away with 5:25 left on the clock. Riller spins in the paint, still has it, spins, turn, jumper, good.
Riller on the crossover, tough one, and he hits it. 2 seconds to go. And there.
Burton plus 11. So even though these guys aren't putting up big numbers, the team functions well with them in.
Riller, and he scores.
Skill play by Cressy. Gustafson knocking it down once again, working on his shot this morning.
6 3-pointers to go back up by 8. After it was down to 2, and Riller.
Golden finds him.
Riller the other way.
Riller checks the shot clock. Step back, jumper from the left baseline over to Riller. Riller dribbles into the clear along the left sideline. Gets into the paint. Averaging 6 rebounds a game this season. As Riller drives to the basket, Euro step, forces the shot up, and in place, and pass it over to Riller. Riller with 6 points tonight. Gets into the paint, shot up with the right hand and rebound. Off to Riller along the left sideline. Riller, stop, pop, pull up, 3. Tried to get that NBA pump fake in. Give credit to VCU as they did not fall for it. As Miller back to Riller, 3-pointer from the right wing is good. Riller gives up his dribble. Over to Miller, back to Riller. Pull-up jumper from the right wing is good.
Aggressively, but that time Nate Darling messed him up by rejecting the screen, and there's Riller. It's so important. Kevin Anderson with another assist.
Riller right to the rim, and that's 100% on Saturday from 3. Just 29%, 2 of 7. Riller splits an entire team of white jerseys, gets looks. He'll have the rest of the night, but couldn't get him to go. Riller on the other end, and that's a 5-point swing. And 6, both 1-0 in conference play. Here's Riller, mid-left block. Anderson defends, and Riller cups his 6th. Riller playing with 3 fouls on the right wing. Much defends. Gonna back down a little. Riller looking for contact. Got for Charleston on this possession. 5 seconds for Riller. Riller inside, draws contact. Desperately need a stop. Riller, a 3-ball. And even
we'll throw it out to Riller with 8 seconds to shoot. Riller exposed to the basket. Jumper, good. On the floor. Except no Sam Miller. OC knocked you smart instead. Riller, pull-up jumper, good. 5 seconds to shoot. Jump hook over the left shoulder is no good. The rebound grabbed by Riller. It's a run out. Riller at the rim, and he will lay it in. Fobbs at the scores table for Towson. Riller backing his way down. Step back jumper from the right wing. Good. Fresh Grant Riller on the floor. Over to Galloway. Back over to Grant. He'll fire a 3-pointer, and it's good. To Riller with working 10 seconds. Step back 3-pointer. Good. Galloway back to Riller. We'll drive into the paint, comes to jump stop. Fadeaway jumper, good. Hesitation dribble, gets to the paint. He'll kick it over to Riller. He'll fire a 3-pointer, good. Grabbed by Grant Riller. Riller will fire a 3-pointer. Top of the key is Riller. Drives into the paint. Shot up, shots blocked. It's zone offensive rebound. Reverse layup is good. Skip pass over to Tucker. Around the world to Riller. Riller drives to the basket, layup 35. Riller along the left wing, goes right to the middle, Euro step, and Gustafson in the steal. Riller in the front court, he will lay it.
We just talked about it with Towson the other night. They're going to keep fighting.
Riller in the paint, fadeaway jumper, and he's back. Jasper will inbound it. Give it to Riller off the curl. He'll drive straight to the basket, and he will lay it in. Court had 1 second to spare. Riller around the entire team, driving layup. Oh! Post player, by far one of the better low post players in the league. Riller, oh my goodness. Are you double teamed? Well, now Jimmy will back it away, so it's 1-on-1. Parker against Riller. Riller, pull up 3.
And Riller finally gets the foul he's been looking for.
Grant Riller with it in the offensive front court. Sheffield there defensively. Riller the step back 3 from Hurt, sends it away to Smart. Smart with it at the top of the key. Hand off, give it to Riller. Riller with McIntosh on him. Boy, Hunter Mack is just simply following him everywhere right now. Riller, back of the iron, no good. Right hits the deck. Woods hits the deck. But Miller out of there with it off of the McManus tap. He'll move it away to Riller. Smart. And Riller, the preseason player of the year, will simply go to work in between the circles. Down the lane, got by.
Very small right now. McManus, the biggest man on the court. So as a result, they're able to run these Elon players off the 3-point.
Left side, now flips it away. This is Epps. Epps simply rolls it out. Galloway moves it away to Riller. Riller will fire 27. Still plenty of time. Just a 5-point margin. Phoenix need a stop and a bucket to make this thing interesting. Riller off of the left wing, step back.
He's going to come out to score. The Cougars got to be aware of him at all times.
Galloway with the easy 2 underneath early on. Walters had the ball stolen away by Grant Riller. They got numbers, 3-on-2 ahead to Jasper, and he will lay it in. Now the front court. Riller, stop, pop, 3, or Brevin Galloway. Riller explodes, behind the back pass to Sam Miller, wide open 3-point line. Smart in no man's land will hand it off to Galloway. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Riller now has it. Riller drives around the entire team, shot up off the glass, it's good. Bound by Smart, off to Riller in front court, 3-2, underneath to McManus, and he will lay it in as the underneath Riller. Got lucky that time as Galloway went for the steal. And left Jordan Rowland somewhat open. Miller, can he keep the hot streak going? Along the left sideline. Riller surveying the floor. NBA three-pointer. Count it. Riller. Pull-up jumper. Riller working. Riller drives into the paint. Shot up at the rim. 5 seconds left. Here comes Riller into the front court. Riller exposed to the basket. Shot up off the glass.
Playing against a team that's pretty much last in a couple different categories. If you think about
23-14 on January 4th, and first game with the Cougars, he might be on his way to another game. 6 on the shot clock. Brendan Tucker, a rookie out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Riller and the Cougars now.
And according to you, you have the green light in the summer too. Locker room. Sometimes when your crowd is not into it too, you're the home team. You got to create your own energy. You got to think, hey, we're going to shock right through that screen. If your teammate opens up, you got to fight up into the offensive player. You can't step back. Just back to the basket and had to pivot and turn. I think he was ready.
Oh boy. So Banks now with 3 threes. Mentioned the fact he's been struggling. He was 6 of 9 from out there against Town. Saw Richard hit that last shot. Grant was saying very capable shooter. Sometimes his shot selection for Donnie. Then he sat out a year, won the CAA championship, and chased Florida in the opening round of the NCAA tournament.
The early going, Epps may have gotten away with a walk.
Or an offensive foul.
And Riller
with Fobbs back on him, and again, that week he wasn't Tonto. Oh, that's a tough shot. Nice move.
6 of 12.
And really, three-point shooting has often been their Achilles heel. Nice move to watch. Riller versus Fobbs. Looks like Miller's setting up a high ball screen there. Now he rolls to the basket, though.
Riller from the logo backs it off.
I'd foul him right now.
4 seconds.
Too late.
And he nails it.
Board. Here goes Riller.
Kick out to Miller. Knocks down the triple. Riller stopped by Beecher. Great head fake. And follow. And gets it to fall on a rubber floor.
Yeah.
Riller. And Towson's done a good job on Riller. Just 2 points here in the second half.
4.
And as
It's tough to trap Riller.
Riller's going to use the Miller pick. Outside
shot
is good.
Stolen by Grant Riller. It's 2-on-1. Riller in the paint. Forces a shot up with the right hand, and it's Riller. Drives to the basket. He will lay it in with the left hand. Good. In the front court. Nice on the left sideline. Drives left baseline. Explosion. Shot up at dribbles towards the Charleston bench. Now he comes to the middle of the floor. Double team. 6 seconds to shoot. Stop. Pop. 3. Bang.
Their time.
Riller. Drives to the basket, fadeaway jumper, good. Trying to back his way down. Step through, shot up in the paint, and it's good. As on the right wing, trying to get into the gaps. Riller can get into the gaps. His
line to sideline, not going to do anything to this defense.
That foul was big. Conte's on the bench now with 2 of them here in the first half.
You can work at it, but sometimes it's as simple as having shooters on your team.
Most of the eyes and accolades for this team, but Pemberton, oftentimes the glue that holds them together. And Smart comes down with a rebound. Here comes Riller. That's another gear. Count it. Second half. Big time rebound. Conte, though, can't get it to his man, and Riller out in front of everybody, set up to an 11-point game. Reddish driving inside, and then Riller.
A couple buckets and close that gap.
That ball thrown away, and Riller right there to pick it up. Oh. Riller says, I got this.
Tofree on the right wing gets a screen from Linson, rolls to the basket, trying to bounce it to him, but couldn't get that wraparound pass. It's stolen. Riller drives. Riller hangs. The shot is good for Grant Riller in to Ganston. Off to Sims. Looking inside, batted away. Riller in transition. Riller, the shot is up and in. Okaro's shot short. Miller the rebound. The kick out to Riller in transition. And 15-20 to go in this second half. Largest lead of the game for the Seahawks. Riller drives, reverse dribble, leans in.
Late. Sam Miller just outside the paint. He'll skip it over to McManus. Out to Riller. NBA three-pointer. Over to McManus. Little 2-3 zone, Danny, by Drexel. As Riller penetrates in the paint. Jumper. Good one up for the Cougars on the floor. Jasper, McManus, Riller, Miller, and Galloway. Riller in front of the Drexel bench. Three-pointer. 15:45 left to play in the first half. As Riller double-teamed in front of the Drexel bench. Drive straight to the basket. Shot up. Good, and he's fouled. Jasper over to Sam Miller. Miller over to Grant Riller. Three-pointer from the left corner. Bang. Over to Riller. Riller goes right around Washington. Shot up in the paint in the front court along the right sideline. We'll skip it over to Grant Riller. Riller at the rim. Layup left hand. Good. Jasper over to McManus. Over to Riller. He'll launch in a John Crest logo. Looks like a man-to-man being played by Drexel. Riller, hesitation dribble, draws right around it, left-hand layup.
Feed it into the big fella, Miller. Riller's going to step into a three. He had almost too much time, and as his first half winds down. You're right, he was on the bench for that run. And he has sat about 5 minutes in this half, which is interesting. Keep our eyes on him as day moves on here. He's pulling up, and he's buried. Riller attacking off the window, and there he gets a. Riller attacking, gets the contact, fights through it, and makes it on the second chance.
Asserting himself more in the second half.
Really got up for that one, and boom! This possession after the foul before the break. Riller going between the legs, going at Darling, at Mutz, and he scored. Ball on the floor, fighting for Charleston, comes away with it. Here comes Riller, pushing ahead, gets it through.